Thank you very much. I think we need to look at this as a unique system because we have an issue here, a problem that begins with the conscious awareness of the silent pandemic, as we call it, the pandemic of diseases related to tobacco, related to nutrition and size of life. It's related to model of development of consumption where people, uh, while they take food or smoking a tobacco, they're consuming a status, a brand, a sense of belonging. So I think it's we need to raise awareness about that pandemic, and it goes forward silently, and it's even worse than the actual COVID-19 pandemic. Kills 1 million people each year. Each year they kill 1 million people, 112,000 each day of people being impacted and dying from cancer, for example. This is a very aggressive strategy of tobacco industry towards the people, and that really relates to the policies we're implementing and allowing them to act. The second point is that we need to identify that we are complicit with tobacco industries when we don't prohibit them. Uh, they transmit their goals and business model towards marketing, publicity, towards children. They use platforms like Facebook, Google, and target their victims. And sometimes they they leading for towards addictions among targeted populations. On the level of tobacco, nicotina are all addictive, and for this reason, we need to have a common focus. I've been working on the bill in Peru, in Argentina, when on the lobby act, and we've learned with each other that the industry is using the same tactics and practices, campaigns of terrors that promotes their products and their business model. And so, at the level of tobacco, the issue is complex. We observing in the countries where we intervene the most, we have the most consumption. For the example, on the Commission of Agriculture, all employees that are there work hand in hand with the tobacco industry. Uh, so we need to prohibit the additive that really creates addiction among children. Tobacco industries are criminals, murderers, when we consider that they target children, young children. Uh, and this leads the addiction, the quick addiction of those youth. So this additive combines with nicotine, so the children gets addicted more quickly. Uh, so so we have a convergence of different situations that's really difficult to prohibit, and we promote policies to impeach that, to prohibit that, but we lost in a bill project, and and we get inspired by the Australian model to implement that bill in order to also prohibit the use of cigarettes and tobacco products in public spaces and parks, in the streets. in a meeting where we invited the tobacco industry at the commission of the Senate and with the director of WHO in Chile, how and denouncing the false solutions of the tobacco industry in their strategy to lower the consumption of tobacco. To the contrary, their tactics have been to raise the consumption. The case of Philip Morris was presented in the commission, and we prohibit them to participate in the commission. So I call on the parliamentarians in order to put forward the framework convention in order to make sure that the policymakers are not interfered in their efforts to control tobacco. I'm the promoter of a bill on those alternative tobacco products, electronic cigarettes, and such, which is not regulated by the Framework Convention. But we do have medical studies that really outlines the dangers of those new tobacco products. When we promoted the bill here with a lot of academic and scientific support, we developed an international strategy with Uruguay, with Mexico, and we need to strengthen the alliances with civil society at the regional level. And because it's the biggest challenge, because I don't have any doubt that in against this system, we're facing the same culture, business culture, and we need to learn from each other in the small laboratories like Chile of driving forward some policy initiatives and share those at the regional level among our countries and reduce the consumption of tobacco among women and young adults and focus countries where they have the highest consumption among children, kids. We are fully available to collaborate in the initiative, and we need more support from the WHO and not stop talking about those diseases to be chronic transmissible diseases, but really we're facing a pandemic. It's a more cruel pandemic because it kills more people, and it has been proved by its pseudo neuroscientific and marketing, which contributes tobacco like obesity, doubles up the diseases. It's when combined with COVID, it raises the risk of dying, like obesity. So those are the most challenging democratic processes we need to push forward. And the level of risk is more prevalent in the most vulnerable and set aside population, poor population. We have low resources, so a measures pro equity, which is fundamental, and obviously we need to build alliances in this sense, is to focus those specific sectors of the population in order to contribute socially and economically to the well-being of our population. Thank you very much.